What's up, everybody? Well, I want you guys to go out there and listen to my homie LOZZ the Pimpin. He made a video the other day about the same topic that I have, and he has some pretty good points on there. So if you guys go out there, check him out and stuff like that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Link will be in the description. So, Anthony Joshua versus Pulev. I think this fight is going to be telling for both fighters. Does Pulev still got it? Can you teach your old dog new tricks as well? Which I highly doubt we see anything new from Pulev. Is his stamina going to be there? Is he going to be able to slip Anthony Joshua's jab? Is he going to be able to stay away from Anthony Joshua's flurries and stuff like that? Combination punches, uppercut, left hook. Is he going to be able to stay away from that stuff? And at the same time, is the flip side is Anthony Joshua. Main issue of concern is his punch resistance. Taking a punch from Pulev, is Anthony Joshua going to be able to withstand that? I don't know. Are we going to see that maybe Anthony Joshua's chin versus Andrew Ruiz was just a fluke the first time, and maybe the second time, maybe it was a fluke? I don't know. But as far as Anthony Joshua, it's the chin, it's his, the ability, him getting hit, staying on center and stuff like that. It's gonna be really telling. As far as, because this guy get up in here and get hit a few times by Pulev, he's probably going to go down. We've seen it with Anthony Joshua. We've seen even with Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz punched him in the midsection one time. He kind of winced a little bit. I believe Carlos Takam got him in the body one time, pretty good. He doesn't seem like a pretty good guy when it comes to upstairs and the body, really, to tell you the truth. So, it's going to be an interesting fight to see how Pulev and or Anthony Joshua sets out their attack. Like LOZZ the Pimpin said, this fight might start off slow. You know what I'm saying? And, but Anthony, like he said, Anthony Joshua has vowed to knock this guy out the frame. So hopefully, that's the picture frame. Like, knock him out the frame. Then the camera got to, turn. He going to hit him so fast, the cameraman is not going to know when to move the camera, basically, knock him out the frame. But anyways, I think it's going to be a good fight as far as, like, talking points for, maybe possibly improvement for both fighters. Further matchups in the future. You got the Usyks, you got the Wilders, the Furies, the Manuel Chars, and stuff like that, and just other fighters coming up as well. The new Big Baby Miller we have out here. What's his name? Guy named Coffee. Couple other guys, man. Just look out, keep on the lookouts for them, stuff like that. But I think this fight is going to be pretty interesting because we're going to get to know some stuff about these guys even more. Anthony Joshua ain't fought in a minute. Pulev ain't fought in a minute. So this is going to be very, very telling, and I can't wait for these guys. I can't wait for Saturday because I will be watching. Saturday. I think everyone out there should be watching as well. Not only that, just, the supporting of boxing. Over in the States, it's not going to be pay-per-view. It's COVID out there and stuff like that. So, it'd be a cool time, to stay in the house, watch, a decent scrap, have something to talk about with your homies and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Stay my black ass in the house, away from people, watch this fight, Talked about it with the homies. I encourage y'all to do that out there yourselves, man. Don't get caught up in this COVID shit, hanging out with people and stuff like that in bars and clubs and whatever that's open in your neck of the woods. I encourage people to actually do something positive as far as the COVID restrictions and abiding by shit. Stay out of people's face, wear your mask. That's the way I put it. So, like I said, in the description there's going to be a link to my boy LOZZ the Pimpin's AJ Pulev video. It's not really a depiction video. It's more of him, just laying out some of the landscape between the two fighters. But I still think that Pulev can get Anthony Joshua. He can, but it's just, the guy, they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That is true, but he can be taught something. There's a reason why you watch film and stuff like that when you, which you should before you get in the ring, my opinion, to learn your opponent. There's a reason why you do, so you can learn stuff, so you can see which stuff not to get hit by, so you can see how to move out the way, so you can see what is his tendencies and stuff like that for when you're countering. You know what I'm saying? So what I say is that the main focus for Pulev in this fight would be is his stamina. Straight up, his stamina. I think that if Pulev can get his stamina game up, out jab Anthony Joshua, get Anthony Joshua on his back foot, and out jab him. It's in the UK, so that's probably not the best ideas, but at least get this guy past the 6th, 7th, 8th round, because all that bulkiness and stuff like that he likes to come in the ring in, carrying his weight instead of wearing his weight. I think that's going to play a major factor in this fight, and I think that I hope that Pulev's team, if I see it, I hope that Pulev and other people out here see it. I hope Pulev's team saw that and really worked on this guy's stamina. There's no reason why Pulev, with all the time that he had off, that he should not be able to go fucking 20, 30 rounds. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. You've been out of the gym for how long? You should be able to go to this fight, first man get knocked out. But that's not the case. We've seen this time and time again with fighters. They have 6 months camps, 4 months camps, 5, whatever, ridiculous amount of time for a camp. And, they say in the best shape and their life they ever been. And the lie detector results find out that was a lie. And the same goes for Anthony Joshua. He hasn't been the best in shape heavyweight as well, but better than most. I'll give him that. But once you get these guys past, these mid rounds and stuff like that, they just start to dramatically slow down. Hand speed, keeping their hands up, their presence in the ring, just overall just moving around the ring, maneuvering around their fighter. Everything starts to dramatically slow down. And like I said, if Pulev can get this guy past these deeper rounds, that's his best bet. Because the reason why I say that is trying to sit up over here and bang with this guy, with these flurries and stuff like that, if you can't counter and you don't have no head movement, it's not a good idea. So I don't think Pulev's the best counterer. I don't think Pulev is the best guy out there with head movement. So, like I said, I think that his best bet is to take him to these deeper rounds because that's just, you know, use that jab, go to the body, and get this guy to these deeper rounds. That's what I say, dude. Jab, body, left hook. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I say, dude. Get this dude to the 5th, 6th, 7th round. Get him and knock his ass out. I don't see why. I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm not saying that this is what he should do. I'm just saying that this is an option and stuff like that. And as far as what I see, there's other ways that that every people out there know. This is just my fucking opinion. It might not work. It may work. I don't know. But if I didn't have no head movement and stuff like that, the hand speed, not good at countering, timing is really not all that. Why would I want to bang with this dude in the inside? For what? You know, that's the problem with people like Richard Lartley. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with people like Richard Lartley. They want to bang in the inside. They don't have no timing. They have no fucking head movement. And they don't have no fucking punch placement. I'm not saying Pulev don't have punch placement. I was just saying Richard Lartley. You know what I'm saying? Using that as an example with this. But, you know, like I said, these both guys, man, like, put it like this and put this in perspective as well, you know. And I hate to do this because I'm not trying to go on a tit for tat thing like, well, you said this about Wilder, so I'm going to say this about AJ and stuff like that. That's not what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is people have to put it in fucking perspective. First of all, Pulev ain't all that as a boxer, right? And he's a fucking mandatory for Anthony Joshua. Been a mandatory according to LOZZ Dawkins for about 2 years, right? So why in the hell is nobody not sitting up over here and trying to downplay Anthony Joshua fighting Pulev, knowing damn well he ain't all that. And he's the mandatory and nobody's questioning why he's the mandatory. When a lot of people out here saying that, oh, Wilder ain't fought nobody in the top 10 of what? But then we have Pulev versus Anthony Joshua, and everybody out here still sitting up over here is talking about, oh, an unproven Ortiz. Well, how come even a non-boxing expert as like myself could sit up over here and say, damn, as far as the age is concerned, and all that, it does appear that Louis King Kong Ortiz is the better boxer. It does appear that Louis King Kong Ortiz is the better counterpuncher, has better stamina than guess who? Pulev. See what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't really go knocking people, you know, because it doesn't suit your narrative or because you don't like the LDBC or you don't like Wilder or anything like that. You know, you're really just contributing to the real problem with boxing, you know, and that's the fans not getting respect from these boxers out here and these promoters and these networks and pushing for the fights that we want. And so, you know, you're not doing the fight game no justice, you know, playing the tit for tat game. You know, I'm not playing the tit for tat game. I'm just want people to go out there and see that, hey man, look, you know, Pulev is a good fighter. Ortiz is a good fighter. But Ortiz happens to be, in my opinion, better than Pulev. You know? You know? I don't know. Is Pulev better than Dominic Brazil? I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. You know? That's what I'm saying right there. You know, how did other people get there to be mandatories, and how did Pulev become a mandatory from fighting who? You know? So, you know, sometimes it's just best not to be so critical and judgmental when it comes to things, and really puts things in perspective on the boxing game in 2020, and really look at these fighters as for what they are instead of just coming up with your own opinion. Because at the end of the day, we keep getting these things from, Dana White and all these other MMA people out there, or people that's teetering between MMA and boxing, saying that, boxing ain't shit and this and the third ain't making the fights. UFC got it going on. Well, UFC got a lot of mismatches as well. So let's not go and say like, you're getting the spectacle of a fight because of the wow factor. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those guys shouldn't even be in the ring, and it's evident by Dana White getting rid of a whole bunch of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's evident by a lot of people in the UFC not getting paid what they worth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's probably a little bit of because of Dana White the Zuffa brothers or whoever, but put it in perspective. How many great good fighters per weight class does the UFC have? Same thing with boxing. How many good fighters in each weight class does boxing has? But then you got to go on to these other boxing commissions. A lot of people think this is, it's easy with the sport of boxing and fixing it and stuff like that. But anyways, that's for another video. My prediction really is for this. I think Anthony Joshua is going to knock Pulev out, because I haven't seen any improvements from Pulev. His last 3 fights, no improvement of stamina, head movement, none of that. So I'm going to wrap this up that this guy doesn't want to is going to go in there and doing the repeat. I think it's going to look like a repeat of him fighting Klitschko. I believe it was a hook that put his ass down. So that's all I got to say. Shout outs to the LDBC, and everybody stay sucker free.